consider pardoning Eric Adams?
Yeah, I would.
We know that they are going to be pissed. All the hardcore radical left-leaning liberals are all going to be sitting there like, oh, come on! What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel Modern Renaissance Man. I am Ty Smith. I appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to view my content. Make sure that you're following me on all the platforms you see above and below. Hitting this like button right here, which is the thumbs up button. If you click that, that allows my content to consistently be recommended to you, like this content that you're watching. Also, it helps push my content out in YouTube's world because they don't like when educated black folks who are conservative and Christian talk about things like this because we don't fit the victim mentality mode. So make sure you hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to see if you are subscribed to the channel. And if you are, hit the bell notification if it's your first time. That way you will be notified when I do post a video. When you hit the bell notification, a little ding, you heard that, you know, a little tab is going to pop up. It says all notifications, blah, blah, blah. Make sure you click all. That way when I do post, you should be notified in theory, right? So again, I thank you guys for all checking out my content. You can be watching somebody else's stuff, but you're watching mine, in which I'm very appreciative of it, right? Ladies and gentlemen, Trump came out and made a statement. Not really made a statement. He was asked a question in regards to Mayor Eric Adams. And if y'all know, Mayor Eric Adams has been under a lot of scrutiny because he started sounding like a conservative. He started talking about how he felt about the asylum seekers, you know, the illegals coming in and the resources they've exhausted, talking about how the federal government need to actually give them more funding since this is pretty much their doing, whatever like that. And he started sounding too much like a conservative, so they got pissed. And all of a sudden, he's been investigated. His whole staffing is being investigated, right? Which, if there's some crime there, he very well may be wrong, right? But at the same time, today, Trump makes this statement. And watch the results of this. Check it out. What is that? How ironic. Trump says that, next thing you know, by denying Adams funds, the board election, y'all, this is the board. The board is election meddling is what they're saying. Undemocratic campaign finance. So check this out. Listen, the unelected city campaign finance board just denied Mayor Adams access to more than $4 million in matching funds for his re-election fight, showing yet again the profoundly undemocratic nature of New York's public campaign finance system. If y'all don't see right here that, boy, if you don't do what we tell you to do, Nick, we fixing to get rid of you. You do's what we say now, boy. Yeah. The board declared Adams ineligible to receive public monies on the strength of alleged crimes and corruption. Alleged now. Yet his trial on federal charges and thus any factual finding of guilt won't even start until April. Until April. And those charges themselves sure look like they are motivated by politics. Payback for Adams challenging President Biden on the border crisis. Yes, when it comes to the public fisc, even the appearance of impropriety is supposed to be a big no-no, and Adams can appeal the decision. He still has millions in his war chest, etc., etc. But this is the least a serious wound to his candidacy. Yet it behaves as though it has the public mandate to shape and even decide election outcomes. Consider the 2013 mayoral race, rather. The CFB suddenly denied matching funds to then Comptroller John Liu over alleged corruption too, and so cleared the left lane of the Democratic primary and the near certain victory in the general election for a lumbering communist-loving dimwit from Cambridge, Bill de Blasio. That proved to be deeply consequential for all New Yorkers, eventually ushering in an era of high crime, failing schools, COVID insanity, and general civic decay. The CFB also impacted the mayoral race in 2000, by the way, making up rules on the fly about what funds could go out the door for what after the 9/11 attacks forced the postponement of the primaries. Now, all the leftists taking aim at Adams are jumping with joy over this decision. The matching funds rule themselves increase the field of candidates who've learned how to work the public finance system, paying out the unthinkably lavish aid for all the apparently qualifying in $1 donations. All of the taxpayers' dime. New York City progressives love to scream and shout that democracy is under threat. Whatever happens to Adams' case, the latest CFB intervention is a reminder that progressive idea democracy often isn't very democratic at all. All that bull crap about a threat to democracy. She's a threat to democracy. If you guys aren't seeing right now that if you go up against that system, what system am I talking about? The ones that the elites, I'm going to keep saying this. I don't care if y'all believe me or not. The ones that which we want to refer to as the elites, the ones who want to push a new world order, who are completely, I don't want to say being controlled by it. They're just working with fallen angels, Nephilim, y'all can call them what you want to, demons, to carry out this. Because one thing about, ladies and gentlemen, all you have to do is decipher between in the end, whether it's a Republic or a Democrat policy, is it for the uplifting, the ongoing, the longevity of life with us? Or is it for the detriment, for the death, for the deterrent, for the degradation of us? It's that easy. One side is pushing life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. The other one is pushing death, right? Hey everybody, so I'm interrupting this real quick just to let you guys all know, those of you that have been asking how can you help and how can you donate towards the children to help children have Christmas, the ones that are involved under the mentorship of me, you can easily do it by donating to my PayPal or the Cash App right up there. And again, let me reiterate this, folks. I don't want you guys to feel any pressure. If you do, great. If you do not, great. I just want you guys to know that that window is open right there for the ones who keep texting me, the ones who keep emailing me. That way everybody else can see it as well. It does not matter because I make sure that the kids get taken care of anyway. But some of my subscribers who have been consistently and have been loyal in donating there, I know you guys always ask me to remind you to do it. So here is your reminder. And everybody else, to the rest of you, no matter what you do, whether you do or don't, I hope you guys all have a Merry Christmas. Being taken care of without you pursuing anything. What side is doing that? Now, you can say, what are those Republicans? I don't care who they are. If there's anybody, take the Republican and Democrats out. If there's anybody in leadership that their policies is actually stunting, retarding, keeping you from growing, if it's keeping you from life, and the end result is nothing more than destruction and death and depression and all that, you need to question that leader that perhaps you may have voted in. Yeah, plain and simple. I know, guys, y'all like, dude, what in the world? No, that's just it, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, I don't care if it's a Democrat or a Republican. Plain and simple. That's it. So with that all being said, look what happened to Mayor Eric Adams. So long as he was doing what they wanted him to do, it was all good. All of a sudden, he started talking against their plan. He started talking against their scheme. And now all of a sudden, we got a problem with him. He's a crook. Whatever this is, whatever these things are that they are so-called alleging that he did, be it true or false. Why now? Why after he spoke? Why after he started making statements that seemed like they lined up with the way Trump's thinking? Why after he, like today, is the 16th, right? Why after he met with Mr. Tom Homan? He met with Tom Homan, right? And all of a sudden, now look, even more stuff. We're not giving you no money because of your alleged crimes of corruption. When did this happen? Oh, it happened years ago. But what about, were y'all with him the other times? Did y'all have a problem with him before all that? No. So it's showing you guys right here in real time. And you want me to tell you what a lot of y'all are going to do? Instead of looking at this system and seeing it for what it is, you guys are going to somehow, some way, I guarantee your money back, you're going to find some way to say, yeah, but Trump. Yeah, see, I told y'all, I have to keep on saying this because some of you guys don't seem to understand this. If there is something that my son, I got to give y'all these life lessons because people just don't get it. If I have a set rule in my house that my sons them are to obey when they were younger, if that rule got broken, there is no excuse my son's going to be able to give me. And the more they try to say, no, but the more they try to distract, the more they try to say it's another person's fault, the more they do that, the angrier I become and the more harsh the punishment is going to be. So what am I saying that for? If we are talking about this system and showing you in real time how this system will completely come back after you if you don't do what it wants it if you don't do what it wants you to do, it's going to punish you. You guys are going to say, yeah, but Trump used that same. No, we're not talking about Trump. And if you really think about it, I'm really not even talking about Eric Adams. I'm talking about the system that will come after you if you don't do what this system wants you to do. Trump came down 2016 and did not do what that system wanted to do. And they just said, oh, forget it. Nobody's worried about this. He ain't never going to become president. So we're not, whoa, wait a goddamn minute. He won. Okay, we got him out. Woo, thank God we got him out. Biden's in there. We can control Biden. We could control Kamala to be unburdened by what has been. Looking forward, not looking back. Okay? But now Trump's running again. Okay, guys, we got a problem. We can't control him now. Let's come up with all these things. What did he do? What? He beat up all his other fellow sperm brothers and sisters so he can be the one being born by his dad? Charge him for that. What? Oh, so one of his other brothers and sisters almost made it to the egg and he beat them up before he was. Oh, so he was the one to fertilize it. Let's get him. He's an anti-fertilization. He's a fertilization phobe. What happened when he was born? What did he do? He was a very angry kid. See, Trump got anger issues. We heard that he was a very angry kid when he was little. Like when he was a toddler, he would throw fits and whine and cry. Let's get him. Really? And ladies and gentlemen, let's just take those people that y'all do not like out of the picture, like Trump. Some of y'all watch me. Some of y'all like me. They came after me all because I spoke up to protect my sons and my mentees at a school board meeting. We got it to where that CRT was not taught in the school. Right? Now, what made them put me on a domestic terrorist list? They tried to pull, guys, listen to me. They pulled everything. They said that I was a paid Republican actor out of Montana. And it turns out when they did their homework, I am Candace Owens' brother. That's what they came up with, right? Now, what are y'all going to say? Yeah, but you what? You want fine speeding tickets, huh? Fine something. Oh, well, we heard from your teacher, Chalice Perkins, that you punched a kid one time because he said your shoes were bad. And you thought he was saying your shoes were bad, but you didn't understand the lingo. He was actually saying your shoes are cool, but because he said bad, you punched him. Yeah, Ty's a violent man. Yeah. Anyway, I'm just showing y'all this is what happens if you get the attention of the system and you pushing righteousness and truth. They will come after you. And what came of it? Nothing. You can't fly. You're on a no-fly list. Okay, I don't really fly like that anyway. I'll drive. You're no longer on that list. Okay, I never was on it. Y'all get what I'm saying? And you can write what you want to, but I'm not a domestic terrorist. Therefore, I'm not on it. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you guys all think about this. Do you think that system is completely pissed off because, for one, you don't want no Democrats? You know what? It's funny because it's like you talk about unity, and here it is. You got people like Fetterman and Mayor Eric Adams and some other Democrats that are actually agreeing with a lot of Trump policies and a lot of things Trump are talking about. And the minute they do that, y'all get pissed off because you don't like Trump, but yet you talk about unity. Yeah, anyway. Let me know what you guys all think about this by putting it in the comments below after this video. Don't forget to do what y'all see in that cloud right there, if you will, please. And if you would like to see the next video that I'm doing in chronological order, right there. Things that I do as a variety on this channel, right here. I am Ty Smith, Model Renaissance Man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, I'm praying that every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.